The Ukrainian Parliament Commissioner for Human Rights, Dmytro Lubinets.
Thank you, Madam Moderator, Your Excellencies, esteemed colleagues. Just before flight to New York, I received a phone call from the mother of the 16-year-old Ukrainian boy, Tigran Aganesian, who was killed by the Russians. She asked me to tell you her son's story. The family lived in the Ukrainian city Berdyansk. After the occupation, the Russians accused the boy of terrorist activity. He was brutally interrogated and tortured. When the situation became public, the European Parliament demanded that he be released, but Russians didn't let him go. They cynically killed him. And now the mother still can't get the body of her son. This is one example that demonstrates what happens to all Ukrainian children in the occupied part of Ukraine and on the territory of the Russian Federation. And we as a civilized democratic world must take action. Russians have been deporting or forcibly transferring Ukrainian children since 2014. Camps set up in Russia to re-educate deported children in order to destroy their identity. Ukrainian documents are confiscated. They are not allowed to learn the Ukrainian language, communicate with their families, even to call there as Ukrainians. Boys are required to join paramilitary organizations and then served in the Russian army. Death for so-called Great Russia is considered the greatest heroism. Is this not a crime of genocide? So let's speak frankly today. For 10 years, now Russia has been destroying the future of Ukraine by attacking the most valuable thing, children. Murders, maiming, torture, sexual crimes, deportation. The world woke up only when the ICC issued 2 arrest warrants for Putin and Lvova Belova. They are suspected for the illegal deportation and transfer of Ukrainian children. I thank ICC prosecutor Karim Khan for his clear position that there is no statute of limitations for war crimes. This really helps us to return children back to Ukraine. This is one of the mechanisms. After that, I see the concrete results, that the numbers of children that we returned back from Russian territory grow up. After all, today the numbers of verified deported children is about 20,000. According to Russia open sources, the number is much more higher, more than 700,000. But we have no list of these children. We don't know about situation where all of them live, what the situation with their parents, what the conditions, and the most, how we can bring all these children back to Ukraine. In realization of Ukrainian peace formula, we need your assistance, dear colleague, dear partners, esteemed colleagues, to cope with such difficult challenges. We need recognition of Russia's actions as a crime of genocide, access to the list of all deported and displaced children, opening of humanitarian corridors for the evacuation of civilians, using assigned activities, identify the movement and location of children, verification and update of data on deported or displaced children, created a system of rehabilitation centers on the territory of Ukraine. In every region of Ukraine, we can build a center for protection children rights. I believe in the power of democracy. I believe in justice. We brought home 386 Ukrainian children. We do this in different ways. We use any methods. For example, 14 years old Veronika Vlasova, who was deported to the city of Belgorod, was brought back thanks to the opportunity to speak at UN Security Council in the Area Formula meeting. Girl's mother spoke after me. She addressed UN Security Council members as a mother who simply cannot get her child out from Russia. Then, very next day, I received a signal that Russia was ready to return Veronika to Ukraine without any conditions. Now Veronika with her mother in Ukraine. Then the speech at the UN Security Council worked. I don't know how, I don't know who pushed for Russia, but I see the results. But honestly, we can't organize 20,000 meeting Security Council. We can't hold 20,000 times for speaking for every story of Ukrainian children. And time are fighting against us. Ukraine is doing everything possible to ensure these results. We need results. Yes, we have not returned many, but we are happy to see every child back. Yesterday, Ukraine managed to return 2 brothers from the occupied territories, Sergei and Kirilo. Yesterday, and we did it, not alone, with a big team, but this big team are Ukrainians. And I know that when you will be the part of this team, the results will be bigger. Children become not only witnesses of crimes, but also victims. I am proud of every Ukrainian family, every Ukrainian child who continues to show resilience in the face of war. We must show no less courage in our decisions than our Ukrainian children. Only then will democracy have a future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Commissioner, for also grounding us in what can be done in tangible actions. Thank you.